Hi to everyone. I got a small video. Big deal, you can say. But this small video is very interesting for people who are interested about the ancient Greece, about temples and lost civilizations and stuff like that. I don't have to talk about this. It's a small video. It's not the best video ever. But I like to say that introduction, I can say, to explain. It is in Google, but a lot of people they never go to Google because it's pages after pages, and everybody have a so busy life they don't want to go and read. So it's the best idea if you make from that much explanation. This time my video is about the temple of the Apollo Epicurius, or Epicurius in Greece. The question is, who is that temple? It's any interesting thing, a small little temple somewhere with a few stones here and there on the ground? Surprisingly not. It's the most well-representative temple in Greece. Nothing close to that. I've been personally myself. It's very hard to find it. It's in Peloponnesus. They don't even have 5 years ago I've been there, they don't even have a sign to say that way, or that way, or that way, that way. If you're not local, you can't find it. So very few people visit that place. What means Epicurius? Apollo, the temple of the Apollo, the god Apollo. Epicurius. Epicurius, if you read the dictionary, is savior, somebody's savior. And the history says, probably, nobody knows 100%, that particular time, it was a sickness, a plague, something on that area. And they built that temple protected by the god Apollo. So it's one of the explanations. This temple built 420 to 400 BC, before Christ. In other words, another 2,500 years. It was about 20 years earlier or 20 years after, about that again, between the Parthenon in Acropolis, the Parthenon, and this Apollo temple. Which better? You ever come to question everybody in this planet and other planets, they know Parthenon, and they're talking about Parthenon. And what is the Parthenon today? Just a few stones here and there which try to build them up, and 90% it's man-made building, and they use materials, the 2020, 2022 material. In other words, it's, to me, if they start touching all these stones and statues and pillars, they not impress me at all. So, what is the best one in Greece? I want to go to see the best one. Go to see the Apollo of Epicurius. Who's built that Apollo of Epicurius? Who's built up? Who's built Parthenon? Iktinos. Oh, who is that Iktinos? Built Parthenon. And who's built Apollo, the Epicurius? Iktinos. That surprises you, isn't it? If you don't know, it surprises you. Because the same man built both in the same years. The one it's nobody knows, the other one it's very famous in the world to make money and make tourism attraction. When I've been to see because I got relatives, and my father was from that area, and been to holiday, and I get my friends, local people, they give me the tourist guide, and when I come close to that Apollo Epicurius, because belong to UNESCO, protected by UNESCO, not belong to UNESCO, it's cover. It's not just like a Parthenon and you go and say, oh yeah, this Parthenon. No, this is nothing. From 20 meters away you see just a cover up, like you got your car and you want to protect your car from the dust and you put that cover on your car, exactly like this, and it go like that. The top. Special strong material. And there was nobody there. No money to pay to see, nothing. And I go to the other side. And you can see on the video. I saw a hole. Somebody lift up that material. No doors or entries or anything. Don't ask me why. That surprised me, but I love adventure. I feel like I was Lara Croft or Uncharted. Big adventure. And I lift that thing and go. It was lift actually, but it was about a meter tall. And I go just through there, all the family. And voila. Front of us was the biggest and the best building I've ever seen. It was complete from one side to the other side. And as you can see on the video, it's something very spectacular. And I guarantee you, if you love those things, they ask in Greece, go and see it. Don't miss out. Like Delphi. If you go to Greece and if you don't go to Delphi, you miss everything. If you don't go to Crete and you miss the other temples there and the other kingdoms and palaces of Minos, it is important, but it's not that important like Delphi, the center of the world. So it's a more to see and to feel. Like in Iolchos, for example, if you go to Delphi, you can go closer to 1 meter to 50 to 20 centimeters to Iolchos. That status, I'm going to put another time for this little video, probably a minute or two. I didn't have a much, you're not allowed to have a photograph with them, with this status. But yeah, it's so beautiful. Anyway, back to Epicurius. And was one of the best. Now the question is, many people ask, why this one is so beautiful and so new, and Parthenon is not? Because Parthenon, many times they put them on fire, enemies, they burn them the temple, send bombs with the cannons and everything, all the enemies of the Greece through the years, and have a lot of punishment. One of the other punishment the villages used to do in the early years, back to history, even when talking about the Great Wall of China. In the question, what happened to the stones? They're missing half of the stones of this, and it's not wall anymore. They said, because it was good material, they cut the villages and take the material to smash them down and fix them like this, like bricks, and build their own houses, villages, towns and everything. That's why they use that material. Same thing happened with the Acropolis. Same thing happened everywhere. But that's a good news for us, for history. The Epicurius, Apollo the Epicurius, because it's isolated, far away from the cities and everything, far away from the villages, and was on the top of the mountain, some 1,000 to 3,000, I think it's about 1 kilometer or something, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, you can search and find out. High on the mountain. So people, they feel it wasn't worth it to go and take the stones from there and go all the way down a few kilometers, many kilometers down to build up their own. So let it be. They leave it alone. And that's happened. So because you know now, sit down and enjoy the few minutes video, and then you know what you're looking when see the movements. Sorry about the early video cameras which does a lot of shaking. My new video cameras now, they're not shaking anymore, but I have to go back to the same place again to make another video. Anyway, thank you very much. Enjoy the video. Bye. Apollo Epicurius. Look the view. We travel about 2 hours to come up here to see. Look, it's supposed to be in there. Come on. Let's go inside to see. Temple of the Apollo in Peloponnesus. This is so well. It looks like they built today. So beautiful. The Temple of the Apollo, Epicurius. That's it.
Έχει κι άλλη είσοδο, Νίκο, για να δείτε και από εκεί μέρος.
What is this?
Κοίτα τι λίο που είναι. Λίο.
Μην το πρέπει να το πιάσεις.
Στράει. Βάλει το χέρι σου εκεί και ακούμπα έτσι.
Παιδιά, μην μας δουν, απαγορεύεται να αγγίζεις τα
Πω πω λίο. Λίο.
Είδες τι μαλακό που είναι. Καλό.
Δεν έχει τίποτα από εκεί άλλο. Καλά. Καλά. Ωραία Παναγία. Αυτά είναι εξάδερφε. The temple of the Apollo, Epicurius.